You guys said y'all have never been to the wall when all this goes down. You better have a bunch of cameras and some Kleenex, Jack, because it'll break everything in you. You think you're a tough guy? You ain't Jack when you see a 67-year-old, 300-pound man bawling because he lost a brother, a friend, somebody else there, and he's finally figured out how to make peace.
Some names that I want to see, and there's names that I don't want to see. When I come home, there's a lot of people that I don't know if they made it home or not, and I don't want to know. I hope and pray that they did, but if they didn't, I don't want to know that they didn't make it home.
It's time for Conversation with Danny G, and today a very special conversation because we had two of the riders with Run for the Wall that'll be departing later on after a musical send-off from the Spiller Elementary School students, and we'll be there to broadcast live on our sister station, Cool 95.3, starting around 8:45 this morning. But right now, we've got almost a regular because she's been on the show several times. Let me see if I get this right. Caroni? Carney. Well, I started out with Carney, then I said, no, I don't think that's right.
It's tricky.
Some, of course, they call you Hoops on the run, right?
Yes, they do.
What does that mean?
I hula hoop, and I often bring one. In fact, I have one in my bag now. I find that you can't not smile when you're hooping, so it's been fun to get some of the veterans to put on a hula hoop and give it a try. And
do you do it around the neck and everything?
I can, yes.
Okay, well, I've got to see that sometime, you know. Do you think this trip is making a difference in your issue?
Absolutely. I know that there's a lot of people that have learned more about the POW-MIA issue just from talking to some of the writers. I know that in my talking with some of the writers that I'm helping to kind of educate, because there's a lot of misinformation out there as well. So it's helpful to be able to have a voice that can help people understand where to go to get information, maybe how to make sure that they're staying educated.
I think the ultimate sacrifice is paid, but the families continue to sacrifice when they don't know the outcome, and that saddens me greatly. And so I wish you the best and Godspeed in what you're doing. But seriously, we want to help, so if we can get the word out, we will.
I appreciate that.
And I look forward to seeing us smiling face again next year.
All right,
okay?
I'll be here.
Well, it's Run for the Wall Day, and this has been a tradition, long-standing. Spiller has been a part of this program for about 16 years.
Morning! Oh, here's the kids.
It is our last day of school. We'll dismiss today at 12 noon, so we're very excited. The kids are excited, not only to be here for the riders, but also that it is our last day.
USA! USA!
We have a fifth grade class that's been pen pals with some of our riders this year, so they're meeting their pen pal today in person. I think it's like a homecoming, kind of like a family homecoming.
Keep the faith. Keep the faith. All right, you guys are good.
You are my home away from home. Home away from home. Home away from home. Home away from home.
Every year before Memorial Day weekend, thousands of motorcycle riders set off from Ontario, California on mission to Washington, D.C. They are Run for the Wall. For 10 days, they journey, making their way to the Vietnam Memorial. Once there, they meet up with almost 1 million more bikers for Rolling Thunder. Together, they ride to bring awareness to POWs and MIAs unaccounted for. They ride to heal. They ride to serve. They are the Brotherhood of Thunder.
That's how we roll. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. That's how the thunder rolls.
It's actually emotional in a lot of different ways. To hear their stories and their commitment to this country and the commitment to this community. They have just been a great, great friend to all of us.
Howdy, good morning. There's a reason why I was asked. This is actually hard for me to say. There's a reason why I was asked to talk to you about this. Saturday morning in Odessa, Texas, my hometown, this was handed to me. I had no idea what it was. And I took a look at this and saw this little girl who lost her dad when she was 2 years old. And he was her hero. And I thought, what do I say to myself as a child? What can I write her that will make a difference to her later? And so I did the best I could, and then I stapled my business card to it to let her know that she can be okay, she'll be okay. And if she ever needs to talk to someone who's made that journey, that I would absolutely be there for her. You know what would have been really awesome when I was this little girl? To know that all of you people existed and that you care. I am asking you, as a grown woman who was once this child, please show her some love so that when she has those dark days, when she's a grumpy teenage girl, because let me tell you, we get that way, she'll have something to look at, to know that other people appreciate her sacrifice, what she gave up by losing her daddy. Because her daddy is her hero, and he's a hero for all of us. I'm asking you to please let her know that.
First year I went to the wall, all I wanted to do is touch it. Like I said, I have nobody on the wall. There's nobody in my family on the wall. I just wanted to show my respect that way. And boy, that was my deal. I'm going to touch the wall. I'm walking across in front of it, and there's this guy that's got a vest on. And hanging off the back of this vest is these little bitty squares. And when you get a little closer, it's pictures. And I tapped him and I said, "Hey, dude, what is this about? What are they?" These are all the guys from my hometown that are dead because they were fighting. Turned around, he smelled like bourbon. Oh my God, this is bad. But we stood there and we just cried and cried and cried. I held on to him, and I remember him saying, "Thanks, somebody gives a dog." And that's what it's about, is they just need somebody to know that it's important. And I've never touched the wall. I'm gonna touch it this time to get mine out of it.
We are proud of our veterans, proud of you all. You are patriots and heroes who answered the call. With courage, strength, and sacrifice, you saw country through. Thank you.
We didn't get this when we come home. When we come home, we were shunned. People called us baby killers and so forth. I got off the airplane, and they would give us brand new uniforms. Before we got to the airport, we'd take the uniforms off. It was unfavorable to walk around in uniforms back then.
We are proud of our veterans, proud of you all. You are citizens with honor and faith standing tall. Our freedom is a
I got the opportunity to go as a mother, as a chaperone in Washington, D.C. when my daughter was in the 6th grade, and she had come through here as a 5th grader. And there was a group of girls that were with her, and when we stopped at the wall, they were crying, and I was like, you know, what's wrong? And they finally just said, we got it. We understand now. And they sat there and sobbed as 6th grade young girls, but they understood the message.
That wall means a lot. It's a time in our history that was it was a difficult time in our history. It really was. And they all came home. They were never thanked properly.
These men were shunned by the public. I won't say the names, but they were. And they were made to feel that they were baby killers and everything like this.
I ran into a guy, older gentleman, not part of the ride, not anything. He was a veteran, said he was a conscientious objector, but he went anyway. And he said the worst thing he ever seen in his life was how another human could treat a human for giving them freedom.
We're just now starting to change that. And this run is what has helped that along.
We are so grateful for the sacrifices that you make each and every day for your families. And we hope that our program this morning has provided you a little bit of a thank you in our appreciation for what you do for us. With that being said, we wish you safe travels today. We wish you safe travels home. And until next year, God bless. Thank you.
Today is our last day of school, so it's special as it is, but it's also our annual Run for the Wall event.
Well, you guys all know why we're here, don't you? Okay, let's go with you since you said it. Why are we here?
For Run for the Wall.
Well, why is Run for the Wall in business?
Because y'all are the veterans.
That's right. You know what anybody here know what a veteran is?
It's like one of the people who fought in the army.
That's what the army.
In the army.
What about the Navy? What about the Navy, huh? We gotta take them everywhere they go. Listen, I gotta go to another classroom, guys. I'll talk to you in a little while.
The southern route comes through Bedford County, Virginia. Each year we host them here in our building. We cheer for them as they arrive, we serve them lunch, and our students perform for them.
I like coming to the elementary schools because it promotes patriotism with the children, and it teaches them that men and women still serve today, and they still need to be thankful.
We love being with the kids. They're great. They're thankful. They're Americana.
Thank you for your service. Thank you. You are so awesome. You're so cool. You're awesome.
I live in Southern California, and the things that we do in these small towns would never happen back in LA, never.
We love the fact that they pray in the schools here, you know.
And what they're being taught. It's not being taught everywhere in America.
It's just wonderful to see that things our country was founded on are still happening back here in Virginia. I think that's where we are.
Small town America.
Small town America. It's beautiful.
Our students know that the bikers are coming through. They want to show their patriotism, and they want to show their support for our veterans.
Okay, riders.
On TV.
Hardy.
What? I'll thump you on the head. I need a megaphone. When they raise their hand, that means turn around, we're done.
To the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This is the most exciting day of the year for students, teachers, and staff.
We are proud to be one of your stops along the journey to Washington, D.C. Throughout history, the veterans of our country pledged to give their lives for our freedom. We are a free nation because of your bravery and their sacrifice.
I love this school. I love it, I love it, I love it. I love it.
Key to my heart. I love kids, and to see them participate in stuff like that, and you see them and you talk to them, you know that they mean what they're saying, and it comes from their heart, and that's where it's at. After seeing the reception and the appreciation and the respect that we received there in Wytheville and today at the schools, you know, it's just starting to get real hard, and I've seriously considered going back home.
Our motto for this year is keep the faith. Keep the faith had to do with the POW MIAs, but then it kind of morphed into the 22, and they've been pulled together as one. And the first day I brought 22 of you up on the stage and showed you that those 22 would be dead by the end of the day.
I just recently lost a great friend while on this run. He became one of the 22.
Since we started this run, by the end of this day, 198 veterans and or active duty will commit suicide. We need to keep the faith. We need to keep the faith.
These men and women are every much the soldier that they ever were in the military, but when you break down that soldier, they're still human. They still have human emotions. They still have everything that you and I have. The only thing that makes them different is they stood on the front lines and served their country.
I mean, this is crazy. We have to stop this. We have to friend everybody. You need to watch each other. I got your six. It's so important.
I've met some really, really, really great people on this ride, and it's been a very positive thing for me. It's helped me over a couple of hurdles, giving me a little more strength to go on.
It's very emotional. As we get closer to D.C., I find myself even getting even more emotional, sometimes not even understanding why.
I don't know how I'm going to feel. I don't know how I'm going to react. I don't know. I'm extremely nervous about it, yeah.
I ain't afraid to die, 'cause I have truly lived. I have the hand of a blushing bride, grown old with my best friend. I ain't afraid to die, 'cause what these eyes have seen. The beauty of my son's first steps, little girl smiling back at me. When my time when all my days are done, friend, don't you cry for me. Oh, my body might be broken in the dark, oh, my soul, it will be free.
Thank you for your service is an easy statement. Welcome home, to me, gives them a way of saying, okay, I seriously belong.
It's just a privilege. It's an honor to be out here with these guys and to support them and help them get to the wall. A lot of them would never go if it weren't for us. A lot of them will not go by themselves. And it's nice to be able to help a veteran go to the wall and see his buddy's name and to be able to stand there and support him.
To help me deal with these little demons or monsters or dragons or whatever you want to call them inside.
A lot of those guys never got to say goodbye to the dude in the foxhole beside him. You know, didn't know whether he was alive or dead or anything. Bringing them back, putting them on the wall, lets these guys say goodbye.
When I come home, there's a lot of people that I don't know if they made it home or not, and I don't want to know.
I see all the names, and I don't know, each person reacts differently to these things. I see the names, and I think, what could this person have become? Who was this person?
I did nothing any more or any worse than anybody else that was over there. It was just as bad for everybody else as it was for me. It was extremely bad, and it will always be bad.
My soul, it will be free. My soul, it will be free. Come down to the river, come and let yourself in. Make good on a promise, never hurt again. If you're lost and lonely, you're broken down, bring all of your trouble, come lay 'em down.
The war's not over. It never will be. It'll always be there. It's just we have to learn how to control those emotions or demons, monsters, dragons, whatever you want to call them inside. You have to control them. You don't let them control you.
We're all tied to the same old failing, finding shelter, things we know. We're all dirty, like corrupted small towns. We bring our trouble, bring our trouble, lay 'em down.
If you can take one person and give them peace, then this 14 days that I'm gone from my wife and the job I love is worth every bleeding minute. That's it. Just standing there with him, so he's not totally alone trying to figure out what to do. To me, that's what it's about. If I can get that half second of peace,
Oh, you rich men and the high above, all of those with and without love, all you burning, broken down, and all of your troubles, come lay 'em down, come lay 'em down. Come lay 'em down. Come lay 'em down.
my purpose and my goal is to help other people. That's what helps me, is when I can help other people.
This man is named Charles Joseph McCoy. He was a soldier in the Army. He spent 2 tours in Vietnam, passed away October the 22nd, 2015. Agent Orange had eaten him up inside. He served our country honorably, received the Bronze Star with V for valor. Joe is now with his fellow brothers.
In riding over, there are hundreds of thousands of people all along the highways.
It doesn't matter what your political persuasion is. It's the ability to pause, take time, and remember those who sacrificed everything for us today.
God bless all of you. Thank you for coming every year. And God bless the United States of America, the one free country in the world.